Reverse diet, week 2, day 6. So I had a really good night of sleep last night. We had the air off and the windows open, and just getting that fresh air just really helped me sleep really well. Woke up to my build shoulder workout this morning, and it felt pretty much the same as last week. Um, what I'm going to have to do is, once I'm done with this calendar workout schedule that I'm doing, which, see, I'm on the 12th. I'm finishing up the 12th week. I've got 5 weeks left. Um, when I do it all over again, I'll be in a surplus at that point, and really be trying to pack in as much muscle as possible. I'm going to set my ego aside. I'm going to kind of recalibrate and recalculate the weights that I'm lifting. I'm going to be really focusing on the eccentric part of every rep and every motion. So I'm going to be dialing back the weights a little bit. So for instance, like my shoulder press, my seated shoulder press was the first working set that I did today. And it's 4 sets. The last set is a drop set. Well, I guess technically 3 sets. You do, the first set is 15 reps, second set is 12 reps, and then you do a third set which has a drop set in it. So you do a set of 8 reps, and then you drop the weights to a lower weight, do another 8 reps. So I did 25 pounds, and then 35 pounds, and then 45 and 35. The set of 12, I had to stop after the 10th rep to put the weights down to rest a little bit before I finished it out. And even then, like, sets or reps number 8, 9, and 10 were kind of like iffy. And then for the set of 8 reps with the 45 pounds, I was able to do 5, and then I had to put the weights down, rest for 15 seconds, and then finish out the last 3 reps. And then I dropped it to 35 pounds, and I did 6 reps. I had to drop the weights for about 10 to 15 seconds to rest, and then finished out the last 2. So what I'm going to end up doing is, my goal to make sure I'm lifting the right weight. I want to be able to do all the reps without having to stop and rest. And then I will know that it's time to bump up the weight when on my heaviest lift, if I feel like if I feel I can crank out 2 more reps with pretty good form, then I know, okay, I'm ready to bump up the weight. And until then, I'm going to dial it back. So what am I thinking? And today was the last time I'll do this workout for 6 weeks. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to dial it back to, again, my weights were 25, 35, 45, 35. I'm going to do 20, 30, 40, 30. Now, let's say I do that and everything works out just fine. Perfect. I'm going to stay with those weights for a while until, again, once I get to the set of 8 reps with the 40 pounders, after the 8th rep, if I'm like, man, I still got like 2 more left in the tank, okay, then the next time I do the workout, I'll do 25 pounds, 35s, 45s, 35s. Now, if I do the 20, 30, 40, 30, and I still had to put the weights down and rest, okay, now let's drop it another 5 pounds. I'll do 15s, 25s, 35s, 25s. And I just got to set my ego aside. I got to stop trying to worry about how much weight I'm lifting and start worrying about the form, because you could actually build the same amount of muscle using lighter weights, but really squeezing the muscle on the concentric part and especially the eccentric part, the lengthening of the muscle. And you can build just as much weight, again, lifting maybe 5-10 pounds lighter than if you were trying to do the 5 or 10 pounds heavier and just throwing the weights up there like you're not really focusing on any type of form. So that's going to be what I'm going to do when I recalibrate, and I'm going to do it for every one of my workouts. So like from here on out, I think I have every workout I do at least one more time, and I'm really going to be like taking mental notes on, was that the right amount of weight? Was it maybe a little bit too heavy? Do I have to drop it 5 pounds or even 2.5 pounds? Like, I've got my adjustable dumbbells. I can adjust it in 2.5 pound increments for the most part, which is pretty nice. I use the power blocks. I've been using them for like 10, 11 years now. Love them. They go all the way up to anywhere from the lowest weight's 5 pounds, all the way up to 90 pounds. And yeah, it was a hefty investment. I think I paid close to $800 for them. But again, I've had them for like 11 years. And if I was to pay a gym membership fee, I would have easily already eclipsed how much money I spent on the adjustable dumbbells. Then my easy bar with the plates, my lightest plate I have is a 2.5 pound plate. So I can easily add little 2.5 pounds. And again, it's just little incremental weight added to it, but over time, it'll really matter. So that's my thought. That's what I'm going to do. Plus, it should be a little bit easier on my joints with lightening up the load a little bit. It's going to make me much more like mentally sharp and focused when I'm doing all of the moves. You can't really just kind of like mentally space out while you're doing it, because you have to make sure that you're really getting the most out of the concentric and then the eccentric motion of whatever muscle group you're targeting. So that's my goal. That's what I'm going to do, dial it back a little bit, and kind of go from there. So well, please keep it locked in here on my channel and like and subscribe, and continue to follow along with me as I go through this reverse diet following my ketogenic bodybuilding prep. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.